one and all. I'm here to bring up an interesting issue that I have heard recently. That I know there are some people who view the world as a grand chessboard. They think that they're playing chess. They think that what's happening in the world is a game. But I just want to take a few moments to think about this chessboard analogy, because it may have some interesting consequences. For instance, when you have a chessboard, the whole world is divided up into neat little cubicles, little squares, and each piece is on the square. And of course, the front row pieces on both sides, the black side and the white side, the front row pieces are pawns. Who are the pawns? It's me and you. And what is it about pawns? They are expendable. They are the front lines. Moving forward from the pawns, more to the back rows, we have a number of pieces that have a little more power. We have the rook, or castle. And for an analogy, I would like to call that money, or the banking, or financials. Like a place where the money is stored in a fortress, and those have a fair amount of leeway to go and do things. Then you have the knights. The knights are the military. They have certain rules. They can make special moves. They project power. But they have some limitations. And then you have the bishops. The bishops represent religion. And religion pretty well helps form the way the pawns think. They also can make a bunch of moves across the board. And a lot of times we see in this world, religion is used to get people to do things. Then there's the king and the queen. And who are those? We're just wondering. Some would think that maybe the queen is the strength of government and the king is the weakness of government. And that's why the queen spends a lot of time protecting the king. Because the queen is the strength and the king is the weakness. Or there could be some other things that they become or are equivalent to. But I'm just putting those forward as possible concepts, that you have the military, you have the banking system, you have religion, and then you have the government, the strength part of it and the weak part of it. Or maybe the king is like the weak part that we see every day, that we all think is kind of inept and incompetent, that doesn't do very much. And the queen is the other part of the government, the shadow government, the part that really makes things happen, that is working in the background, the part that the conspiracy people like to talk about. I don't know, just throwing some thoughts forward for you. That the world is this huge chessboard, and that the rules govern the pieces and how they move, and those are what they want us to think. But for all we know, there may be different pieces out there. Pieces that do things that we haven't even dreamed of. It may be that the chessboard is not a bunch of squares at all. It may be a totally different geometry. We're just told squares because it's simple and easy, and we can formulate a lot of theories with, the X, Y, forward, backward, left, and right paradigm. But then we get to one level further. That to understand the game, you don't just understand the pieces. You have to jump back one level further My question is, who is playing the pieces? And who is supposed to win and who is supposed to lose? Who are those players? And then my question beyond that, one further back, is who controls the players? So that's just a little bit of thought for you, and I just thought I'd give you something to think about. So have a great day, and we'll be seeing you.